multiple takes of the same thing. How do you do it right? How do you do it quickly? Let's take a look at the screen. First thing we're going to do is we're going to look at just the line that we've taken, assuming that you've already got a vocal taken here. We're going to go over this little box right underneath the ISM. Just kidding. Right underneath this here, and it says waveform or whatever it happens to say, and you're going to make that say playlist. What that's going to do is going to open up another box down here. Now, if we wanted to, I don't know, per se, take another take without making a new track for something, what we're going to do is we're going to take this little hand marker and then, just kidding, we're going to move it down. So that means that when I start singing something and I'm like, you know what, can we try that again? When the guy's like, yeah, sure, I got it, bro. Take that over to the playlist, grab it here, move it down. Now, when you go back to record, this is not set up perfectly, but when you go back to record, all you have to do is hit record, bring it back to the beginning, start it again. You could do that for as many playlists as you want, and you can see that every time I put down another one, it opens up again. That's amazing. Wow. Let's take it back a few steps. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yep. Now, let's say we want to take the best takes of everything that we've got in our playlist here. Let's zoom in, boys. We're going to first take a look at this. We're going to solo it out. And you're just going to look at this right here. There's another solo line. We're going to take this vocal. Cool. Now we're going to listen to the other playlist take. Now, if you had multiple ones, you're going to notice that it's going to allow you to solo out many different ones. We're going to make it easy. We just have one while this is soloed. Or actually, if you click this, it just means it's going to start playing the second playlist here. But let's not get too complicated. Now we're listening to this track right here. So I'll highlight it so it's not hard to see. Now, if you have loop play it on, and if you want to know how to do that, hold shift and click over the play button. We're going to go back and forth to compare. It seems like in this take, I was singing two different lyrics. Whatever. So obviously we'll take the one that's right, or whatever, which one's better. But let's say that we like just the intro part from this vocal here. And then we want to move it back into a place where we're using the rest of the vocal here. You're going to see this little arrow up here. We're going to highlight the section that we want, and then pop, boom that right back up there. Let's give it a listen to see how it turns out. Maybe it's lined up quickly, maybe it's not. You can see a little bit of weirdness there. Now, I'm not going to perfectly mix this here, but I'm going to show you the trick on how to make sure that this kind of stuff doesn't happen to you. Zoom in just a little bit more if you have clips that are more complicated that move like that. Highlight over that. Take your fingers and press Control F, which will open up a fade menu. This bad boy right here has got a bunch of different options. Usually the standard is just going to be exactly what you want. It's going to take one clip, fade it out. It's going to take the other clip, fade it in. It's exactly what it says right here. There are some presets. You can use these as examples if you don't know what you're doing, and then start messing around with stuff if you really want to get into it. In a later video, I could talk about fading and fading out and all the complex stuff with this, but for the most part, you just have to do it. So now when we get in here, sorry, back it up. You can barely tell that that little clip is there. Let's click without it, just for sake of learning. Yeah, what's that clip? What's that? Put it back in. Do it right. It's gone. Beautiful. Fading in, fading out. It's a genius way to do this. Again, highlight the section that you want. Put it back up into here. Boom, boom, boom. Now, if you're curious that you've really messed up this master track right here, in your clips section, which let me remember where that is at. Sorry, I do not remember where it's at. Clip list. There we go. Over here, you're going to take your little thing just to find out which one it is, and it'll show you that your clip is actually still there. So before you start chopping this thing up, make sure you know where it is, so that way if you need to restore what you've done after a long time of working, you can bring that back into the workstation here without the little chopped and screwed version that you got. Cool. Now you know how to use playlists and multiple takes and make this quicker. So when you're in the studio, you can take takes, because there's nothing worse than being an artist and having to take an hour to set up a new track because you want to do another vocal take to something. Be quick about this stuff. You're going to get more work, and you're going to make artists a lot happier. All right, guys, like and subscribe, of course, if you like this video, and make sure that this series is the last series you have to watch in audio engineering. Thank you.